somebody say something about my hair. Hi to whoever just joined the room. Hi to everybody who just joined the room. Hi Miss Wanda. Hi Enrique. So I apologize for not coming up yesterday, but I'm sure everybody already knows that there were live after live after live after clip it after live. So I was like, yes. Hi Ms. Roach, how are you? I am well. So I'm actually hoping Miss Lisa comes in or Miss Priscilla, because those two ladies were talking to me on the last live that I did, and I wanted to see. That's good to hear, Miss Roach. I wanted to see if they had any other information about how they felt about the live. Hi Eddie, how are you? So for everybody in the room, I hope everyone's having a good day. I'm sure you were as entertained as I was yesterday and subsequently, and that's why I said I'm going to do As the Shade Tree Grows live today, because I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's start. Thank you, Ms. Roach. Let's start with Sean's live. Did everybody who's been in the room, did everybody watch the Peace Summit? Oh, it's gonna be more than you two drama because I've actually been thinking about it, but I have to kind of start off with it so I can circle to the overall what I think is happening. So Enrique did not watch it, so perfect. And judging by the question that you asked Enrique, I'm gonna say I know why you didn't watch it, because of the drama. So everybody saw the blow up that was, and did everybody else kind of watch the issues between Cemented and James and oh goodness, I can't even remember them all now. VS Conscious TV, and then somehow S Hutchinson and Lady Nika got involved. Has everybody in consensus not necessarily kept up with it, but have you guys kind of been hearing all the back and forth in the melee? Hopefully I get a yes, no, maybe so. Maybe somebody's trying to figure out who are all these people. I'm just as confused as you. Perfect. Okay, so Enrique, you like Sean. Perfect. Hi, Miss Jewel. Thank you for joining in. So Sean is awesome. Sean is a good dude. He's funny as all get out. Shal- Shalom? Is that Shalom? Please, if I mispronounce it, I apologize. But Shalom Brown, S. Brown, has agreed as well. Okay, so we all know what's going on. A commenter came to me and said, and it was Miss Wanda who's in the room, who said, I look for the deeper meaning. And Miss Wanda, I want you to know you're not going to be disappointed. I absolutely have looked at the deeper meaning. What is the glaringly basic thread between all of these individuals? Oh, I am sorry, Miss Eddie. I am sorry about that. So Enrique, I did see that comment about James. I'm going to be honest. I do not subscribe to James' channel. I have watched a lot of his reviews, and that's all I'll say. In good faith. Sean is good, but tries to stay out of the drama. Some of those people have nowhere else to go, and Sean's life is their safe haven. Okay, so I hope I don't look for everybody to like, dislike, comment. I want everyone to comment, but like, dislike, that's on you. Never going to ask you to. That being said, guys, this is my intake on everything that is happening. Yeah, I never subscribed. Basically, it's not a conspiracy theory. There's two folds to this. It's almost like there's a troll group that is going around and starting this melee, starting this drama. Because it started between, and some people, and I'm not going to take it away from them, but some people feel that, yes, Sean is very admirable. But some people feel that Team Small Claims Court started this, but this has been brewing long before. And I honestly think, because the one thing that I have noticed, and I've been watching this, is everyone who does lifestyle blogs, everyone who does these call-ins and do these type of things, no one's getting above the 30,000, 40,000 subscriber mark. I think we can all agree to that. Your fave, whether it's James, Sean, Alexander Rogers, any of them, Cemented, they've been on YouTube for 3+ years. Since 2013, some of them claim in 2006. They have been on these channels. And I couldn't help but wonder, well, you're doing a lot of the same content. You're doing the content of the Justin Jays. You're doing the Messy Miles. You're doing the content of Funky Dineva. So it's not this thing, because those individuals have 100,000 plus subscribers. Hi, Miss Jennifer and Miss Carla. I'm not going to be on that one. This is a you do you zone. You can't stay out of the drama if you're providing a platform to spread hate and discontent. But let me ask you this. With James's platform and Sean's and Cemented, I'm going to use those three individuals, and even Nayrob. We'll throw in Miss Nayrob. All of those individuals do reviews, correct? They do the same review, a content review that a Funky Dineva does. Funky Dineva may put on some lipstick and a wig of sorts, but he does a review of Real Housewives of Atlanta or Potomac. He calls it Potanka, whatever. But can we all agree in this room that they all provide the same content? They're all reviewing the same channel. And if you actually listen to the reviews for what it's worth, I get more laughs out of Sean Bradley's than I say Funky Dineva. But Funky Dineva has 192,000 subscribers. He used to have 200 and some thousand, but when he came left field with the black women hating the gay men thing, he lost 30,000 subscribers. So I've been in the background watching. So Enrique, you only watch Sean, but you watch Sean for his reviews mostly, or do you watch him for the lives, the call-ins? Do you watch him for that? And I'm bringing this up because I'm trying to figure out why certain vloggers, certain YouTubers have this platform with hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and they have mess on their channels too. If you watch Funky Dineva, remember Funky Dineva had something to say about Kaya? Remember he had something to say about Michelle? Remember all that drama? Justin Jay had beef with James and Sean Bradley. Like, we can go down the list and say these people with hundreds and thousands of ears have had this type of beef recently, not when they first started. You don't have to go to their archives. You can go back to February and see the beef. Justin Jay just had a beef with Todrick Hall, who is a famous choreographer for people like Beyonce and stuff. Like, so, okay, so Real Housewives reviewing Hot Topics. Miss Angela, you get a lot of laughs from Sean. And then, I'm sorry, somebody else, Miss Jewel said it started with the demise of Kaya. Then there was the hate against Michelle for showing receipts. VS and small. Okay. But my bigger question is, and again, guys, I can only do this because I've been going back and forth, because I've been kind of studying this, because it just stuck out to me. The number stuck out to me. Sean gets more views on average right now, and not even just because of the drama, but Sean is getting more views for his reviews or like reviews as Funky Dineva. So Sean is averaging between 3,000 and 6,000 views for his reviews. And if you look at Funky Dineva for, I keep wanting to say Potenka because he says that. So Lord, I've been watching him too long. But for his reviews with Real Housewives of Potomac as well as Atlanta, he is averaging the same amount of views. So what, if anybody knows, why are people going to Sean's live? And y'all were there. People were on Sean's live. There was 1,100 people who were in that live. When Funky Dineva does a live, Funky Dineva has maybe 500 to 600 people. So where is that disassociation there, where your Sean Bradley's, your James, your people who are providing the same content, what about them? Why aren't they getting that subscribership? That's what I'm looking for. Those are the questions that I'm asking. And the reason why I'm asking this is the greater scheme of it is, if you've noticed, the people who were on the uptick to James, Alex, and Timothy Blaine in the midst of it. There you go. So because James, Alex, and Timothy Blaine took the opposing side, that's what we're going to call it, you unsubscribed from them. Even though you liked the content that they had, you unsubscribe. My best question, and the reason why I said it's so much deeper, and a lot of people are overlooking how deep this is, because we all know who I'm not gonna call them trolls because I don't know them to be the trolls, but we all know that there are trolls that are going from page to page to page to page to page, causing discord. Those same people were on my page, and they might be watching now, but guess what? You guys are blocked. So feel free to hit that thumbs down. Do you to the fullest. But I got smart and I blocked them. No rhymes, no fuss, no muss. Because I saw those same individuals jumping from page and saying, oh, Blase says something about you in this live chat. Blase says something about you. And I don't know if everybody was like me and went and did the research, but I started researching, and I'm going to share this is an actual factual story because I was in the chat. There was an actual factual conversation when another YouTuber, Miss Gina and VS came to words, and Miss Gina was on live at the same time as VS. People were on VS's channel stating, Miss Gina wants to talk to you, Miss Gina wants to apologize, Miss Gina wants all of these things. And I'm looking at it like, wow, look at this. People are trying to squash the beef, squash the hate. Okay, Miss Jewel. Something made me go to Miss Gina's live. I'd never visited Miss Gina's channel, and I didn't after that. And yes, Miss Gina was distraught. Yes, Miss Gina was in tears, but she wasn't saying, I want to apologize. There was two individuals. The same two individuals that were gassing VS up in this live were in Miss Gina's, telling Miss Gina the exact opposite. Oh, VS wants to call you. VS wants to squash this. And I'm looking, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, I see the intent, but this is the wrong way to go about it, because each one of them are under the impression that the other one is conceding. So I went back to Miss VS's live, and I typed it in there, and VS blocked me, and I'm okay with that because I stand behind it. I wrote, VS, they are lying to you. They are not telling you the truth. Miss Gina thinks that you want to call and apologize. So there's somebody else in this live who did not know I was going to talk about this, who saw what I saw. And I'm not going to say BS blocked me. One of the moderators at the time, who was also one of the people stating these facts, blocked me. They muted me. They did whatever. And because of that, that's what made me fall back. I started falling back then because I was like, wait a second. What is the end game here? Why are y'all pumping these two women up to get on the phone call together? Because once those words weren't exchanged and once either one of those women didn't hear what they thought they were going to hear, it was just going to get nastier. It was going to get messier. Like, leave it be. Let them. Okay, so Enrique got blocked by Kaya. I'm going to be honest, Enrique, and I'm going to share this with everybody as well. I very rarely will type in a live now because you never know what's going to get you blocked. And I'm not saying that people can't handle truths or they can't handle information. Oh. I'm not saying that you should, Enrique, but by chance, did you reach out and ask why? There you go, Miss Wanda. So I can only tell, and I'm not a blocker. You can say what you want. People who have been on my lives before have seen me. Now, I don't even say go in because I don't go in, but talk to people who were going back and forth. We had an avid Maddie Mobber on our lives, our comments. Mark Smith, if Mr. Smith is in the room, hi, how are you doing? You're not blocked, love you to pieces. And I asked Mark Smith all the questions like, why do you hate Kaya so much? What did Kaya do? What did Kaya say? And it wasn't because I'm Team Kaya. It was help me to understand. If she did something, if she's this horrible, horrible person and somebody has proof somewhere, let me see the proof. And then that way I can make a decision on whether everything that y'all say is gold. And I don't know if everybody remembers that, but okay, so you didn't. And Wanda says, I know why. And then Kaya is an amazing person. And Enrique, the only thing I can say is maybe you should reach out to Kaya. If you really want to super chat her or chat with her, or if you're blocked and you really love her content, reach out to Kaya. And you're right, and you're absolutely right, and that's why I said this is so much deeper, because I kind of feel like I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the same moderators are on the same channels. That's something else I've noticed. The same moderators, except for a couple, on the same channels. And to me, for that tells me that they have a little too much control. Like, I have only one moderator, and I don't think y'all even know that she's a moderator because she's never blocked anybody. And that's good, Enrique, but the only reason why I would encourage you to get your chat rights back is because maybe you want a super chatter. And I always think that sometimes these moderators are blocking blessings, and they're blocking blessings from other people. Sometimes people have great questions, and because somebody read it wrong, that person got blocked, and then subsequently you can't have that dialogue with the customers, or not customers, but the subscribers that you need. This is about people talking to each other and getting to know each other and discussing their ideas. That's what this is about. Now departures from the truth begin. Meaning, Miss Wanda, please elaborate on that, because you never know how many people need to hear what you're saying. Same moderators on several channels. And it's a lot of people are using the terms of gangs, mobs, cliques, all of those things. And I'm asking everybody here, please feel free, no matter what. I'm not going to tell you you're wrong, but I do want to know, what do you guys feel? What do you guys think about this? Enrique, you cool? I get it. Squads. There you go. I forgot that word. Squads. I do recall someone screaming out, "Squad up!" I need to stop laughing. We all remember that. But why do we have that mentality? Why can't everyone just enjoy everyone? Because I'm going to be honest, half of this YouTube beef, the YouTube drama, the YouTube vloggers they're being pitted against each other. And you're right, moderators have too much control, and I kind of feel like the moderators are kind of doing it. You're right. And again, I'm not going to go into details about why moderators got their wrenches taken. I think the moderators got too involved. And that's just me being honest. I honestly think that people got way too involved with what was being said. Some people are trying to liken it to free speech and stuff like that. No one, and I really wish that people took the time to identify what true free speech is and what it means. The free speech, as it is written in the Constitution, means that you can speak out against the government when they are doing something wrong. I.e., when the Constitution was written in 1774, later adopted in 1776, it outlined British rule, because there were rules from the British Empire that said you could not speak out against the king in any manner. You cannot speak out against unfair taxation. So when they wrote the Constitution, it outlined those things. The amendments outlined it. That's the reason why this whole right to bear arms, I'm so sorry, y'all, I'm not going to go in on this tangent. I'm just saying people have adapted the Constitution to mean what they think it should mean when it means something completely different. Putting that out there. So I say that to say, people say, oh, I have the right to say somebody smells like a fish box. No, you don't. That's slander, especially if it's not true. How a person smells has no dictation upon your taxation or how you live your life. So fall back. You really don't. Those are the things I'm talking about. But that's just me. Yes, people have to get a life. Take it seriously. Love blocking. People want friends in the YouTube. I have to ask a question about that. How many people really meet people from YouTube? Other than the meet and greets and the social vloggers that are out there, you know, the ones that go to these $50 a dinner tables to learn how to YouTube. How often do you find someone in a YouTube section and link up? Maybe I'm missing something. And I ask this question because I'm not that ballsy. I'm really not. Not to say that there's anything wrong with people on YouTube, because there's not. But it's kind of like Facebook. Just a few. I mean, I ask these questions again, guys, because I want everyone to really start thinking, because we're all in the lives, whether we know it or not. We're all watching these chats go by. We are all seeing this. Well, Miss Jones, I'm going to be honest with you. One, I'm in Vegas, and I think Vegas is awesome, and I can't wait for them to have this thing in Vegas, because I think people need to understand that Vegas is so much more than that 7 mile strip of casinos. Vegas is a community. We have a beautiful, rich African American history community out here. We also have a Hispanic community. We have so many different communities and so much culture here. I think anybody who truly comes to Vegas, the last place you want to be is on the strip, but that's just me. Vegas. So definitely come to Vegas, but come for the right reasons. People were going in on Michelle about her weight, her diet, and we see her throwing down with junk food. So Enrique, you were on that live with that phone call. I have mixed opinions about that live and about that phone call. Can I ask a question? Is it really any of our business what happens with her weight? Whether she loses 50 pounds or not. Congrats. That is amazing, Enrique. And I'm saying that in the absolute respect. Yes. But, and I'm, again, guys, I'm asking this question because I really want to know, is it our business what happens with somebody in their weight who chooses to share their world with us in any capacity? So you got blocked. Sometimes, even Enrique, and I'm just going to say this, sometimes they probably read it in a negative sense, especially. Did you say it before or after that phone call? Let's see. We all travel our own, not anyone else's business. And now this is why I asked this. And I have to ask because I don't watch every single live or every single video. So maybe I need to ask this question. Did she ever once promote her weight loss package that she was doing? Like, did she do a whole, like, use discount code MBrown33 for 33% discount? Did she ever promote it? Okay, you don't know when you made that comment. Okay. So, and I'm getting told no, she never promoted it. So because she never promoted it, I'm going to make this statement. Because she never promoted it, her telling us about her weight loss journey was her being open and her being human and her trying to relate to people, because maybe she knew she was struggling with this journey, and she was looking for a quick fix. She was looking for dialogue, like, hey, you know what? I did this, and I actually did that program that you happen to mention too, but I also did this and got this type of reaction. You and I are built kind of the same. I don't know what you're, like people sharing stories. I think that's what it was. So I think that the caller, now that I've gotten confirmation that she didn't have any type of like, click the link below and get a discount. You know how people are doing those, flat tummy teas and flat tummy suckers and all of that crap. She wasn't getting any monetization. So we as individuals, I'm going to be honest, had no right to chastise her for not following up on her journey. Because we don't know what made her not follow her journey. And no matter whether we see her eating fried shrimp, chicken and waffles, or whatever else, because I'm going to be honest, those chicken and waffles look amazing, but I still don't want to do it. Even though we saw that, we also have seen a change in Michelle. Michelle, if you look at Michelle on February 25th, when she was in the deep down throes of what was going on between her and T.S. Madison and the Queen's Court, and what she looks like now, it is night and day. So I ask everyone, just hearing it from that perspective, you see how people use the divulge against them when they have a disagreement. I agree. She bought me from Kaya's. Oh, okay. So you said what she was doing. The caller needed a good tongue lashing. I am so sorry I'm reading. You're absolutely right, Bam. Even if they initially do share, she didn't do the promotion like so many with the tummy teas. She took us on her weight journey loss. It's her own personal journey. Everybody who's in the room, thank you so much for... So, Enrique, if I'm following you, you're stating that you got blocked from Kaya's live after you made that comment in Michelle's. Is that a fair assumption? Did you say something in, and I just have to ask, did you say something in her, like, in her being Kaya? Did you say anything in Kaya's stuff? You say controversial statement, black. Oh, okay. So, I don't know that to be true, Ms. Wanda. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. I'm just going to say, Enrique, if you were saying controversial things about black women, please be cognizant of what you say. Got it. Got it. But back to, I think what people need to understand at the end of the day is YouTubers, they're so relatable because they're like us. You don't see your Beyonce's, Rihanna's, Nicki Minaj's. You don't see them on YouTube. So we don't know what their life is. We don't see, their everyday struggles. But your Michelle's, your Josh's, your Sean Bradley's, we see their struggles. They're more relatable to us. But we still have to understand that even though they are a YouTube vlogger, which equals YouTube celebrity, and even though they let us in their world just a little bit more, they're still human and they still have the right to not talk about things that they don't want to talk about, to not go into things that they don't want to discuss with us. And I think where we have started to dissolve YouTube, because YouTube is much like the black Twitter. There's a black YouTube, there's a black Twitter, there's a black Facebook. Y'all know, what was that? What is that called? The beard game? Y'all, females in here know what I'm talking about. What is that called? Beard and sweats. We all have seen that on Facebook. But, yes, there are still boundaries. But we have to understand what those boundaries are. We have to respect those boundaries, and we have to support those boundaries, because think about it. At any point in time, until the QC debacle, but you started YouTube, Bam, because of QC, correct? And here we go. I'm going to try to keep this as clean and as polished as possible. Perfect. So, what made you veer outside of, you're a perfect study for everybody in the room. What made you veer outside of the QC? Once the QC debacle happened, did you find yourself going to the other channels because they were giving reviews? They were giving their opinions. And in those reviews and opinions, were you more so getting to know the individuals themselves, or were you learning more about their platform? Did you find yourself relating with those individual vloggers? There you go, the opinions and reviews of others. And guys, that's what I'm talking about in this. And I named it As the Shade Tree Grows. And if you're looking for me to say something salacious, it's just not going to happen. I really, really want to have the dialogue with everybody in the group, because I want everyone, because, Bam, I did read your comments on my last live, And without going into detail, I'm going to be honest, I did not see the comments of the other individual you were talking to for other reasons. But that being said, I know that you were somehow, I don't want to use the word affected, but somehow you had gotten drug into the Team Small Claims Court because of, just from the comments. I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. But based off of your response to the person who was writing you, I was like, okay, so this person has been affected by Team Small Claims Court as well. And I kind of wondered how you got involved and what happened, but I didn't dig too into it. If you want to share your story, great. If not, completely understand. But the reason why I say that you're a perfect person to talk to about this kind of topic is because you started off on the QC and you found yourself listening to opinions and views of everybody else. So you started going from channel, I don't want to say going channel, but you started knowing everybody. I told VS that what she said about chatting. Ah, okay. Got it. Okay. I'm going to be honest, and I told you the absolute truth. I could not watch a 7-hour live, so I don't know anything that was said on that live. The moderators blocked me. And it's funny you talked about the moderators, Bam. I'm not sure how long you've been in here, but we've already discussed how the moderators kind of dictated, and they also they played the hand in a lot of this. I was somewhat involved for entertainment and boredom, but it got too serious. Got it. So let me ask everyone in the room this. Anybody who decides to comment, thank you. Anybody who doesn't, feel free to take it to wherever. Let me ask you this. What will it take to get back to where we were in, let's say, February, March? There was a little bit of drama. There was a little bit of shade, but the drama was more around, why did the Queen's Court dissolve? Because we don't, when the he said, she said, and the retaliatory videos, everybody kind of fell back on both of them. They both lost subscribers. My question to everyone in the room is, tell me as individuals, or separate guys, what would it take to get back there? Because I think, and this is why I said the shade tree just keeps growing and there's more palms and there's more leaves coming out, because all of these individuals were there before and their subscribership saw a spike because everybody who was watching, the hundreds of thousands of people who were watching the Queen's Court, went to these individuals that we all either love, hate, or in between. We all went to those individuals to figure out why. I was right there with you guys. I was trying to figure out. I was like, hey, maybe you know, because you said that Kaya's nephew, sister, cousin used to do your auntie's hair or whatever. I'm just being extra on that one. But I am asking this question because I want to know, what is it going to take for YouTube, Black YouTube, to get back to that space? There was never this much drama. You don't want to say who your fave is now because you don't want to get blocked. You don't want to do the right thing or say the right thing and say, actually, I was on that live. Because the moment you type, actually, I was on that live, and boom, blocked. Miss Angela being able to undo even entertaining. QC shutting down some channels. I truly think it cannot get back there. There's too much damage. I don't know if that's the truth. This is entertainment. I don't take it seriously. People like being messy, so you have people spreading hate and discontent. Here's my thing, Enrique, and then to you, Miss Wanda. Miss Angela, I think it can change, but I think Miss Wanda kind of hit it on the head. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been some videos cropping up about Can I in my best painful labor. Jocelyn just got her show on WeTV, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of here for it. She's hilarious, but to be honest, Miss Wanda, I think you're right. I think some channels do need to be banned. But here's the thing. I also noticed that I don't use the word the content, but the banter and the demeanor of the affected YouTubers have changed as well. I looked, and I say this with full confidence, I looked at a particular YouTuber's videos from February, March, and April, and this YouTuber was very eloquent in her words. She did a lot of uplifting videos about how to grow your channel, how to get subscribers, how to do appropriate clickbait. She was trying to help people grow. I saw 3 videos in succession. One was a video just about how other people were petty and blocking her videos. I saw a video where she was like, F this, F that, F you, F him, F this, I need to do this. Woo-dee, woo, woo, woo. Like, just going all, I was just like, wow. But then I noticed it on other videos and other channels where the playful banter was gone, and now it was who could ride the best. Someone has to back down. Okay. I'm truly tired of the mess. Stop viewing. A decline in viewership may make a difference. We can only hope. Yeah. He's walking around. He's feeling some kind of way. I have hardwood floors now, so he takes every opportunity to hear himself. But with this, and it's not just this YouTuber, but she was so poignant in that change where I was like, who is this? Why is everybody a N-word or a C-word, or like everybody? It didn't matter. This person was in a car saying this stuff. I was like, so are you just angry at traffic? But then I started seeing it over and over on everybody has gotten, I don't want to use the word ghetto because that's not an appropriate term. Everybody is starting to sound real nasty and calling everybody the N-word, everyone the B-word. It's not even drama, Enrique. You can go there and they could be talking about what they did today. And now everybody isn't, a lot of people are not taking consideration for the viewers. And everybody can disagree with this, but how many of y'all have now seen videos where people are full on eating full course meals, smacking, talking to you, and this part is an exaggeration, but sucking on a chicken wing bone. To me, that's rude. Sorry about that. It kicked me out for views and a check. Okay, so people have heard that. And I'm sorry for that brief whatever's going on. It's been 43 minutes, so I'm probably going to cut this off. But I find that rude. People feel, think, or express about me is disgusting, culturally, morally, will not stand up for what's right. Again, Bam, you and I had that exchange, and it was an exchange because I can't stand up for something I don't know. And when I say I don't know it, I mean it in the sense of you stood up for whatever happened on that live. And I have told you not repeatedly and not in that context, but I told you, and I've told everybody, I didn't watch that live. I didn't watch it because of how long it was. I saw it was a 7-hour live and I was like, I'm good. I never even clicked in it. So to be honest with you, I understand because I'm that type of person too. If I see it, I will say something. I will speak on it, but I didn't see it. And I don't know the individuals and I don't know their conversations offline. You know what was said in that live, you know, and whomever else was in that live and whatever else was shared in that live, all of you all know it. But only, I see people not just then, but watching people defending. And then there's unicorn poop. Is that what that was? A unicorn? Or is that a horse? Or a bull? Oh, bull. Oh, Lord, please don't. I'm so sorry, man. I can't, I'm not defending VS. And I think I know what you mean by when people are like, well, that's their channel. They can do and say what they want to do. Again, you do not have the right to be a bully. And I know people are using the term bully loosely. But when you sit up there and you attack someone verbally, emotionally, and you get 20 other people to do it, you are effectively bullying someone. And you are using their own insecurity or shortcoming against them. That is the very definition of bullying. Based off of, I'm not even going to say hearsay, again, because I'm not going to investigate crap like that. I'm not going to give a view to something that is, I'm not going to monetize hatred. I haven't even, and I'm a staunch Democrat. I have not even paid dues to the Democratic Party out here because of how I feel about the party. So I don't support something, I don't support it. So it's not even just that channel or YouTube. Okay, holistically. Got it. People need to learn the difference between a platform and a channel. The channels belong to Mr. YouTube himself. Exactly. And in my last live, I said what's going to wind up happening is we're going to have stricter guidelines. If any, they're going to stop lives. I can almost guarantee you they're going to stop the lives. Everything is going to be pre-recorded, and they are going to view each recording for any salacious activity prior to uploading it if this kind of crap continues. Because the more flagging and the more, oh, she hurt my feelings or it hurt my feelings, YouTube's gonna get tired of it. Because here's the thing, if all of these videos are getting flagged, they're not making money. If you can't view that video, you're not watching that 8-second Maybelline commercial that gets on your nerves with the girl in the New York background with them eyelashes that you know full well those are some $5.99 eyelashes, but they playing like that mascara really gonna make your eyelashes, I'm sorry guys, they're not making money off of you. If you're not watching the lives, they are not making money off of you. So that's the thing. So all of these people who do these lives, and they're doing these 2-hour lives and 3-hour lives and 7-hour lives and 10-hour lives. I saw a live for, well, I didn't watch all of it. I watched 15 minutes of it and I was like, I'm good. And then I noticed almost 2.5 hours later, it was still alive. And there were still people watching it because it said so. I didn't take it personal when the video was made about me. I was flattered. It was kiki and it tickled me. Someone made a video about you? Holy crapoli, you're like an internet sensation, Bam, and I mean that. If someone took the time to make a video about you, that's a lot. Because you're right. If they made the video, then that means that there was editing involved. They may have added music, maybe not. They had to go do some research. That's a lot. When I do my videos and I do like As the Shade Tree Grows, like when I did that one, even though it was like a 10-minute video on the destruction of the Queen's Court, I want y'all to know it took me like 2 hours to edit that bad boy to get the slides to come in between. So to make a video about someone, that is a lot of time and effort, and you are special. Just so you know. But I really want everyone to, as you go about your day, if you go about your night, and you start watching these lives and these channels again, because you know you will, and it may not be for the drama, it may be for the drama I've noticed some patterns. I've noticed that when it gets quiet or when it gets sociable, you have all of a sudden, it's like somebody writes, that's why at, it's a made up name, guys. That's why at Flavor Flav's Mama stank and they said this about this. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom. Why are you saying that? Like, we were in a live, was it yesterday, that Sean's first live where people started talking about a vlogger I had never heard of, but now I want to look her up, Auntie Roxanne, where somebody said something, and he didn't say, I don't recall him using the name Roxanne. And I'm sorry, I'm looking, and I know you're like, where is this light coming from? My dog is at the balcony door right now. Like, he doesn't know I'm watching him. Sorry about that. And as you can see, he just walked away. But people started talking about this Roxanne. It came out of nowhere. I saw it in the comments where they were, it's Roxanne, and if you don't like Roxanne, stay off her channel. And I was like, who said something about Roxanne? Who's this Roxanne person? She has a channel. And then somebody accused her of laughing at a disabled child. It was insane. And I was like, where is this coming from? I scrolled up in the comments because I was like, maybe somebody said something. And literally the first comment in that chain, and because I stopped, because I did not watch Sean's live, so I was watching it recorded, and I still just read the comments because sometimes there's some great information in there. But I stopped the video, played it back, and I was like, maybe he said Roxanne. Maybe he was talking something and it alluded to this Roxanne individual. And no, maybe I'm wrong. Anybody else who saw it, I don't know. But that did not happen. And I was like, and so I'm scrolling, and I'm like, maybe somebody said something. And they literally was like, if you, the first comment that started this chain reaction was, if you don't like It's For Rocks or at It's For Rocks, then stay off her channel. And then this floodgate came out, and it was more than one individual. It was like 3 or 4. And that's what got me to really thinking. I was like, was that a paid troll? Was there a super secret chat I don't know about? What happened? Because Sean is talking about, he's recapping the whole Chapter 7 bankruptcy and the other things that are going on. And they are going at it. Someone was like, I want to punch her in the face for talking about Auntie Roxy. And I was like, why do you want to punch someone in the face? Like, what is going on? And that's the culmination of why the shade tree continues to grow. Is the more I'm talking about it to you guys, I have a firm belief right now that this is all a design. I don't know who it is. I don't know what group it is, but it is a design to turn these vloggers who are up and coming, who are starting to get traction and starting to gain an audience, especially on their true content, which is reviews and vlogging for their own independent channels and mainstream and artistry. It is a design to keep them at a certain level, because everybody at any point in this live has said, I unsubscribe for X, Y, and Z. I unsubscribe from here. I don't even click here no more. I don't do this. And it's not that the vlogger themselves is bringing the drama. It's the people in the chat. It's the people in the comments. And we all know that I'm speaking the truth on this, because you scroll down through the comments and you're like, who writing on a comment? What? Wow. And some vloggers are not removing it. Some people are. Hi, Todd Ace. It's the subscribers. And that's why I'm saying, hi, Miss Candy. But I'm asking you guys seriously if you can tell me, or if you can watch it for yourselves and kind of talk amongst yourselves on the other ones. You have to look at the deeper meaning to this. Because, and yes, Sean did come on alive and went in on somebody. But he went in after the fact, after they made a video about him. Because, and what did he say? Someone sent me this video. I did not know this channel existed. Just like yesterday, I don't have drama and confusion in my... Y'all notice why it's always quiet in my house. I don't do it. People do not know where I live. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I have a sister, 3 nieces, 3 great nieces. 4 great nieces, Lord bless her, she's only 3 months old, 2 great nephews, 2 regular nephews. My aunt lives out here. I've got 2 cousins, and of course my mama. My mama's the only person who knows where I live. I have lived here for 9 years, here in this house, in this unit for 9 years. My mama's the only person with my address. I don't deal well with drama. My friend, well, I have 2 best friends who know where I live. They've been here a couple of times. One of them sleeps in my spare bedroom, you know, when she got to sleep stuff off. But I don't do that stuff in real life. Be damned if Cyber World would have me up in the morning before brushing my teeth. With my folks on my mind. There you go. I have a simple personal life. I don't do drama. You can't have a constructive convo with people. Making videos. But we laugh about it, but maybe you guys just hit it on the head. Maybe everybody's watching all of this stuff because it's not real life to them. Maybe they get to be somebody that they're not. Maybe we are looking at this all wrong. Maybe I get to be Super Jane in chat. You don't know what I look like. There you go, too. But how many of us were little kids and you walked around, maybe you walked around and you thought you were a supermodel when you were 8. Maybe you played doctor when you were 8. You was everything but the person you were when you were 8. When a new Power Ranger movie came out, you was a Power Ranger. Like, it is ignorant, but think about it in that context. You guys just opened up a new world for me. There you go. People can be who they aren't. I'm a pessimist. I don't look at the glass half empty. I look at it as completely empty. I get my point of view from there. That makes sense. Hi, Miss Dollhouse. But I'm asking you guys, you know how many said I was ugly. That always cracks me up. I say that cracks me up because how many times are people going to call you ugly, but you don't know what they look like? That's the reason why I always say, if you have a empty profile and you come at me in any way other than respectful, and I know I come at you respectful, your words really don't mean dust to me. There you go. People are playing fictitious characters. If you think about it, you say that they're nutcases. Do you honestly think, Miss Ashley, that those same individuals would be out in the real world? Think about the real world. Think about your neighborhood where you live at, or the neighborhood across town. Think about that. If they did and said 25% of what they proclaim in these chats, do you honestly think that they would be walking around free? They'd be in 2 places, jail or in the graveyard. So, and I'm not saying that because I'm like, everybody's Billy Badass, but in the real world, you can't say that to people. In the real world, there you go. They would be in jail. If you in real life as an individual was like, when I see you, I'm going to whoop-de woo woo woo, and you're in the person's face saying this, and there's 2 other witnesses, the police will be at your door. So there you go. I care for doctors, nurses, and teachers. I can second that. Certain people can get away with it. I don't know. If you're talking about 45, even 45 is on the timeline, and y'all know it. And that's all I'll say about 45. I don't do politics. Hi, Miss Cross. I was asleep last night. I had to dial it in, so I do apologize. But honestly, guys, I know people are just now coming in. It's been an hour. I'm only going to do an hour live. There are people with unresolved emotional issues stemming from childhood, manifesting into adulthood, showing up on YouTube. That's real deep, Miss Wanda. I'm just going to say I think they're being somebody that they think is cool. Just think about it. People are gravitating to the people who are, throwing up YouTube gang signs. They could be manic, depressive, manic. I don't know them to classify them. You act the behavior. I'm just going to say I don't believe that the things that they throw up on YouTube are the things that happen in real life. I'll leave it at that. But let's see. I agree, Miss Wanda. People do have unresolved traumas. I think everybody has unresolved trauma. There's different degrees. I think everybody has a story to tell. But I also think that your past does not dictate your future, and it doesn't dictate your present. Your past is what made you you. I have no idea who that is. People share personal info, then it's used against them. And that's another thing. I will share this, and then I will log off and give you guys back your time. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how many people have been with me since I started uploading videos around the Queen Courts drama, but a few people asked me for, my Facebook and my Instagram page, and Queen's Court was an escape at the time. Exactly. But I had made the assertion that my YouTube and my Facebook and my Instagram was separate. So YouTube, this is who I am in my real life. This is who I am. But I have family on my YouTube and my Instagram, and therefore I would not ever give that information out. Not that I'm hiding anything. It's just who I am. I just believe in keeping my family separate. Someone who is no longer invited to my channel, I'll put it that way, decided to go against what I said and found me on Instagram and left the comment. And I'm going to be honest, as a matter of fact, to prove it, I am going to do the honorable thing, block out their name, block out anything that would reference who they are, but I'm going to use it as a thumbnail for you guys, so to show you how real it gets. This person wrote a message to me and said, "You were really hard to find. This is XYZ on YouTube," and then proceeded to try to involve me in some drama I had nothing to do with. I did not reply. I did not respond in any manner. I immediately blocked that person, not only from my YouTube channel, but I also blocked them from my Instagram. I went so far, I privatized, because my Facebook and my Instagram were never private. I just thought that people would respect that. I immediately privatized both of those platforms. So good luck searching for them now. And it was at that moment that I was like, are you serious? There was a reason why I didn't give you this information, because I have family and I have my personal life and my personal things. And I wanted to share that final piece with you guys, because I wanted you to realize that we are human. People who decide to do this, anybody who decides to make a video and talk to people, we are human. We are not your Beyoncés and everybody like that. We are human. And I'm not being iffy, uppity, or anything. I don't have a double life. But and I liken this, it didn't go to the extreme of what happened with Sean Bradley, with people posting a tax lien and his bankruptcy records. Like, that goes too far. Everybody who does this, you're right. And that's the thing. But I want you guys to know, so when you're seeing comments and you see comments, I'm not going to tell you who it was. But when you guys see comments about me, or you see comments about Sean Bradley or anybody else, I am not on Sean Bradley's level or anything. But when you guys are watching these comments fly back and forth about certain vloggers, consider the source and consider why that person had to shut down. So I told you guys, hey, I had to fall back from YouTube for quite a while, because it didn't scare me. That didn't scare me. I was just like, why did you think that was okay? If I told you I don't want to give you that information, and you asked politely, and I responded politely and saying, hey, I'm going to keep those platforms separate from this platform, and this is why. So Bam probably already knows who it is, and yeah. And I'm okay with that, because I know what happened. Much like these other vloggers, everybody has receipts and they feel a certain way. You can say whatever you want to about me. It's fine. But you will not cross my family, and you will not come into my personal life. And I think that's what everybody here, that's what I want to part with you guys, is Lexi, person who doesn't have 200 subscribers, a person who has not been doing this for years, a person who doesn't make videos about team this, squad that. I don't have Who Riders going from channel to channel. I don't do that. I'm respectful in every channel that I go to. I don't drop my name into there, but like, come to my latest video. I don't do none of that. And it happened to me. So you can imagine what's happening to your faves. You can imagine how people are trying to creep into their lives and just be whatever. So again, I'm trying to stay committed to my word to you guys. It's been 1 hour and 8 minutes. I'm so sorry. It's not that I have something to do. I just really do believe in giving people back their time. You were kind enough to be